Welcome back to my backyard snack yard. We're out here having a look at my very large Pepino melon plant I've taken outside. It has overwintered in the house. It's in the nightshade family, so they're often grown as annuals, just like tomatoes. But with these ones, they just do a lot better, at least in my climate, if you keep them overwinter, because it takes such a long time to start flowering and fruiting. This one has been indoors until just this minute. I've decided to take it outside and let it enjoy the sunshine. We're having a really wonderful April. And for the next few days, we're going to have some sunshine. Then the rain's going to come, but I still think it's okay to leave it outside. You can see some pollinators have already come to bask in the sun on it. It hasn't had any flowers. I mean, it kept on trying to produce flowers during the winter, but I guess because it was indoors, it just was not completely happy. So we didn't get any little fruit over winter. I did so last year. This is the third year I've had it since I grew it from seed, and I did get some fruit over winter last year, but they were not as sweet as the ones that came during the summer when the sun was out and they were sun ripened and sun warmed, really delicious. So really pleased to have it outside now, seeing how it's really that little guy is really enjoying it. It's a little honeybee actually. I could be wrong, but he looks sweet anyhow. And over here we have another one that I've kept going too. He's in the same family. He is a physalis, or a Cape gooseberry, and he has actually been producing fruit through the winter. I kept this guy in the greenhouse, so he did not get frosted. That's the thing, they're very cold sensitive, and if we get temperatures below 0, then they do die down. But this guy's got lots of little flowers and little fruit on him, and I took him out of the greenhouse a few days ago now, and he's just out here. I've actually repotted him, so he looks very happy. And if we go over to the other side, here's the guy that I took indoors, and I kept him in the house. He was like my security blanket to make sure I wouldn't lose them in case they all died down. And he has been sitting in my living room, been kept quite dry really, and I did have to prune him down really so much. He was completely too tall for his space, and he had to sort of fit into the living room. So he's been pruned again and again during winter as well, but they are really hardy. They keep coming back all the time. They're just like little weeds. He hasn't got any flowers at the moment, so I think he is going to be really overjoyed to be out here. I've given them all a really good feed. I have some tamarite, a seaweed-based tomato feed, which I've given to lots of plants today. I've given them a really big feed here, and that will help boost him a bit. But he has obviously survived really well. They do really well when you take them inside. Then you're sure you get them for next year. Because if you start them from seed again this year, which you can do with tomatoes, then it just takes ages for them to mature enough to start flowering. And very often when I would do that, I wouldn't have fruit until October. Whereas right now, having kept them alive and going, this guy will be flowering soon. And of course the other one has been flowering. So, you know, I've already had some fruit from him just the other day, and he's got lots going already. Here's some little beautiful little lanterns they have, and then they fatten up and produce these really big tasty berries that have a bit of a pineapple flavor to them, a bit of citrus to them. They're much tastier than their very close relatives, the ground cherry. I was always confused with them, but there is a definite difference. My sister grew ground cherries in her garden in the south of France, and they didn't have that same citrusy flavor, and they were smaller and harder, but that could also be because it's a lot drier and hotter in the south of France too. But they are lovely, lovely plants. I'm not really sure what's going on in the neighborhood. Someone's singing, so someone's happy out there on the other side of the road. But I'll just stop now, but thank you for joining me. I found this interesting. I'm really happy to be able to take some of my plants outside. And look, my red devil apple tree is flowering already. It's the first apple blossom of the year. That's so beautiful. So I will see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.